What is going on, everybody? It is that male CNA back at it again with another video. I am currently waiting for my wife. She is inside the market right now buying herself some dinner. I'm sitting here with my son Caden inside the car, and today's food for thought is CNA skills classroom versus real life application. So let's discuss. As you guys know, in my previous video I gave you a bit of a background what I've been up to lately. I teach about 21 to 23 different skills depending on what my CNAs want to learn, depending on what they want to be instructed and how well they pay attention. So with that being said, I wanted to say what a realistic expectation is versus what the classroom teaches. So say for a skill such as denture care, obviously it's going to be about 40 something different steps, I believe, with proper infection control, patient empathy and etiquette and safety, promoting their well-being, your introduction. Obviously, your introduction would be, such as, hello, my name is Sean. I'm going to be your certified nursing assistant for today. I wanted to go ahead and introduce myself. I'm going to close the curtain for privacy, wash my hands, go back to my patient and say, hello. I just wanted to check your ID badge, tell them what you're going to be doing. And today I'm performing denture care. So obviously one of the first steps with denture care is oral care, which incorporates denture care, infection control, putting barriers down to make sure that everything is working well, and just doing well all over together for promoting to make sure that dentures are clean, in proper steps with the infection control, such as brushing, putting two barriers down, working from a clean to, working from a dirty to a clean surface. In real life, I'm going to ask the person to take their dentures out. I'm going to put them in their cup, go to the sink, clean them, brush them, put some Alka-Seltzer tablets in there, and then use some mouthwash to do some cleaning, brush it out with a toothbrush or a toothbrush or a denture toothbrush, and making sure that everything's good. Let's talk about another skill such as perineal care. In the classroom, it's making sure we're wiping in the correct directions, using different corners of the washcloth, and dumping out the soap if it gets contaminated with soap, or we recontaminate it again using the same washcloth. Making sure that we're drying in certain ways. I mean, obviously you should be wiping and drying in certain ways as a certified nursing assistant, no matter what, because you don't want to contaminate the perineal area with fecal matter, obviously, so you wipe away from that surface. Same with the perineal area when you're taking care of a male or a female. Always scrub away in the direction that you're going to be cleaning from. So with stuff like that, in a real world expectation, that's not how it works. I always tell them, be prepared for how things work versus how they do it in the classroom. Now with that being said, obviously things are going to be different. Obviously how I teach my students is how New York State or whatever state that you're in is going to have their list of skills set up and expects you to accomplish them as such. Mommy's inside the store, Bubba.
Mommy's coming.
Mommy's gonna come, yeah. So with that being said, we obviously do things different versus how they're taught in the classroom. So a skill such as ambulation, 9 times out of 10, a lot of people use gait belts to transfer. It's the same in the classroom, but you're not going to just take 5 steps and turn them around and make sure they feel the chair on the back of their legs. You should be doing that in real life too, because it promotes patient safety and they don't get hurt. So with that being said, guys, obviously things are different in the classroom versus how they're done in the nursing homes or whatever type of environment you work in. I have some patients who are incredibly combative. Obviously with a real life person, for the test they're not going to be combative. They're going to be well with it. They're going to be Q3. They're going to be know their person, place, they're able to turn, do everything for themselves. In the state test versus real life expectations, I'm like 9 times out of 10, most of the people that you do the work for are total care dependents, Hoyers, all that good stuff. And I tell my students this, this is a quick little tidbit video on expectations of how we do things in the class versus how we do things in the testing environment itself. Okay, so I'm going to go more into it in a later video. This is just a quick food for thought. Alright guys, that male CNA out.